Hi everyone, Abby here, and welcome back to my channel for Tech Tuesday, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be comparing the Garmin Venu 2S to the Garmin Venu 2 Plus. But before I get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned to all my new videos dropping weekly and so you can help the channel grow. So today I'm going to be focusing on the major differences and similarities between both of these watches. If you're looking to get more information, something more comprehensive, I have done full reviews on both of these watches, which you can find in the top right or in the description below. I have the Garmin Venu 2S here in the color white rose gold, and I have the Garmin Venu 2 Plus in the color ivory cream gold. So the first difference I'm going to mention today is the prices. So the Garmin Venu 2 Plus goes for $589.99 Canadian or $449.99 American, while the Garmin Venu 2S goes for $519.99 Canadian or $399.99 American. So here we're seeing, a $50 to $70 difference. So not too big of a gap here between this watch that came out 2022 and this one that came out 2021. So here is the front of both watches. The sides, we could see pictures of the watches and the names of them. The back. Now we have another picture of the watches. Here is the bottom for anybody interested in this information here. So now I'm going to go into the major spec similarities between both of these watches. So they both have an AMOLED color display. They can store up to 650 songs, and you can download your own songs from your computer, guys. And it's also compatible with Amazon Music, Spotify, and Deezer if you want to get your music from there. They both have women's health tracking, hydration tracking. They could track a bunch of your different daily metrics like your steps, your floors climbed, your distance, active minutes. They both have all-day heart rate tracking. They have pulse ox, so you can track your blood oxygen saturation, so you can spot check it, have it on all day or just during sleep. They both have advanced sleep tracking, GPS, GLONASS. They're both compatible with Garmin Coach. They both have Garmin Pay and more, guys, but these are definitely some of the most important, I think. Alright guys, so here's what they look like on me. And I do have a 7-inch wrist. So one thing you guys might know is that there is a major difference here in the watch sizes. This one has a 1.3-inch display, this has a 1.1-inch display, and we also have differences in the band sizes, 18 millimeters, 20 millimeters. So personally, I do find the Venu 2 Plus a little big for me. If you're someone who has a small wrist as well, you might find that same thing. So I personally prefer the smaller profile of the Venu 2S on my wrist. Alright guys, now I'm going to go into the major spec differences between both of these watches. Starting off with the Venu 2S, it has a 1.1-inch display that is 360 by 360 pixels. It has a battery life up to 10 days as a smartwatch and 11 days with battery saver on. It has an 18 millimeter quick release watch band, and it weighs 38.2 grams, guys. Coming over to the Venu 2 Plus, it has a 1.3-inch display that's 416 by 416 pixels. It has up to 9 days of battery life as a smartwatch or 10 days with battery saver on. It has a 20 millimeter quick release watch band. It weighs 51 grams. It has a built-in mic and speaker, and you can use voice assistant on it. And the voice assistant is compatible with Google Assistant, Siri, and Bixby. And with that speaker, you can play music on your watch if you want to. Alright guys, so getting into the design, looking at the watch faces here, we can see there's differences in kind of the little hour markers. So here we have like little circles and dots. Here we have kind of lines and dots. The buttons are basically the same, guys, just different colors, but same size. But we do have 2 versus 3. Coming over to the bands, they have the exact same design, this kind of like diamond-like pattern that they had with, the Vivo Active 4S, Vivo Active 4. So I actually really like this pattern, so I don't mind that they kept that. On the bezels here, there's like tiny little lines going all across. Here we have a braided pattern kind of going along here. And of course, we have like our built-in mic, our speaker. Right here we have like a stainless steel gold backing, and here we have a plastic backing. The heart rate sensors do look very similar, guys. They are both Elevate. So another design difference here is the displays. So as this display is bigger, it does have slightly bigger text. And this one does have an increased pixel count, but honestly guys, I'm not noticing a huge difference when it comes to like colors, clarity between these displays. I think they both look great. The Venu 2 Plus has a quoted battery life of up to 9 days, whereas the Venu 2S has a quoted battery life of up to 10 days. So with my uses, which you can see on screen, things like GPS walks and runs, daily alarms, timers, and more, I have gotten, on average, 7 days of battery life with the Venu 2 Plus, and 7 to 8 days of battery life with the Venu 2S. So you do get a little bit extra battery life with the Venu 2S, which I like, but honestly, they're both really great. You only have to charge them once a week, which is, miles above many other smartwatches on the market right now. I am not seeing a huge difference in the accuracy here when it comes to, my heart rate data, stuff like that when I'm working out. And when we are measuring pulse ox, I'm getting the exact same measurements, guys, usually like 99%, sometimes 98%. And when it comes to sleep tracking, I'm definitely seeing a difference here. So as you can see, my sleep time is different, the sleep score is different as well. And also, we can see there's difference between the hours, the score, and the message I'm seeing. And there's differences in the little graph here as well. Hopefully you guys can see that. It differs slightly in the time I fell asleep and woke up as well on both watches. So I'm seeing differences all around the board here. They are very slight. For the sleep tracking, I'd say the difference usually differs between about 5% in all of the data here. I do think that the Venu 2 Plus does have slightly more accurate sleep tracking. There's also a difference in operation here. So we have a third button on the Venu 2 Plus. So this button here is now kind of your shortcut. So you click that and you go to your shortcut. Where here we'd swipe right to get to our shortcut. And then this button, when you hold it, you can open up your voice assistant. So, and then now I can go and talk to it if I wanted to. That extra button there did change things a little bit, but other than that, guys, they are very, very similar. We swipe up and we could see all of our metrics. For this one, if you do swipe right from the home screen, nothing happens because they kind of changed that there. So if you guys have the Venu 2 or Venu 2S and you're thinking about upgrading to the Venu 2 Plus, is it worth the upgrade? Well, at this time, I'm going to say yes. Now, for an extra $70 Canadian or $50 American, you're getting some great features here, being you're getting built-in mic, a speaker, voice assistant capability, and those are some features that I think would be helpful for a lot of people. And for the extra money, I do think it does justify the price. However, which watch do I prefer? So for me, I'm gonna go with the Venu 2S. I really like that it has, slightly better battery life. I love the design here, and I like that it's kind of smaller profile on my wrist and that it's lighter. It looks a bit more feminine to me, especially in this color way. I personally don't really need like a built-in speaker or mic or Bluetooth calling because I always have my phone with me. However, which watch is best for you? Well, if you want more of a smartphone experience where you can talk on the phone, you can play music on here, talk to your voice assistant, and you want a watch that has a larger profile, larger band, all that stuff, then I would definitely recommend, checking out the Venu 2 Plus here. However, if you are someone like me who wants a watch that is smaller profile on your wrist, a watch that's lighter, and you don't really need to be able to talk on the phone or have a built-in speaker and stuff, then I would definitely go with the Venu 2S here. And all right, guys, comment below, which watch would you prefer? Which one do you think is worth it for the price, the features we're getting, all that stuff? And that's all I have for today. Hope you guys did find this helpful. If you did, please hit that like button. And if there's anything I missed today that you want to know, go ahead and drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.